The first step to reinventing yourself is recognizing who you are today. And don't lie to yourself. I think that's very important to be honest with yourself. If you've been lazy, if you've been a binge eater, a binge drinker, a partier, a porn addict, if you've been directionless, right? All those things are important for you to recognize, right? It's who you are today. That's the first step. Looking at yourself in the mirror and going, you know what? This is who I've become. You know what? Over the years, I ate terribly. Now I'm overweight. You know what? Over the years, I never read anything. I never gained new perspectives. Now I'm like a one-sided person. Over the years, I've been partying. I've been drinking. I've been lazy. And these why my grades are so low. These why my relationships are falling apart. It's important to recognize who you are today. The second step to reinventing yourself is knowing who you want to be or who you want to become, right? So once you look at yourself in the mirror and you are honest with yourself and you're like, you know what, this is who I am right now. But, which is step two, is this is who I want to be, right? You want to be a philanthropist. You want to be an entrepreneur. You want to be a personal trainer. You want to be an influencer. You want to be somebody who people look up to, right? You want to be a father one day. You want to be a preacher. You want to be somebody who people aspire to become. You want to be a multimillionaire. You want to change things, right? That's who you want to be. You have to figure that out. Who or what inspires you, right? Who is that person, right? What qualities does that person have, right? The person you see yourself becoming in the future, right? You gotta take some time to look deep within yourself and ask, who do I want to become? Okay. And it's okay to look at other men who've succeeded and want to become like them, right? Especially when you first start out this journey. Sometimes you need a template. Sometimes you need an example to actually, chase after. And of course, over time, become better than, right? Maybe it's another brother of yours. Maybe it's an influencer you follow. Maybe it's another YouTuber that you guys follow. Maybe it's a millionaire investor that you look up to, right? But figure out who you want to be as a man, right? And this moves us right into step number 3, which is to change your mindset. Chances are you weren't raised with a growth mindset. Chances are you weren't raised with the mindset that so long as you put in the work, everything and anything is attainable to you. When we were younger, we're exposed to all these limiting beliefs. Oh, you're not tall enough to do this. You're not smart enough to go to this college. You're not savvy enough to use these things. You can't have that. That belongs to those sorts of people. You know what I mean? Owning real estate. None of us ever owned real estate. It's you hear all of these limiting beliefs, and it's important to have a growth mindset. And the growth mindset is this: so long as you put in the work, you can do anything and you can have anything, right? Change your mindset. What are some of the things that have been holding you back mentally? What are some of the beliefs that you have that are limiting you in doing things that you know that you're capable of doing, right? Change that mindset, right? You can do anything, but there's one condition: so long as you put in the work. Nothing's going to be given to you freely. Okay, so I really want you guys to start thinking about what are some of those limiting beliefs that have shackled you, that have just had you there like, you know what? Yeah, man, everybody drinks in my family, so of course I'm going to become a drinker too. I mean, that's a limiting belief. Or, yeah, man, my entire family's poor. None of us are millionaires. Nobody's left behind any wealth for us. So I guess it is what it is. We're all just going to be poor. Absolutely not. That's a limiting belief, right? So what are some of those things that you still believe that are shackling you? And rid yourself of all of those beliefs. Completely rid yourself of all limiting beliefs and have a growth mindset, which is, once again, so long as you put in the work, you can have anything and you can do anything. Which brings us right into step number 4. Step number 4 is actually executing. So this is the part of the step that I want to constantly hammer down on this channel. I want to focus on this channel is execution. The minute you looked at yourself in the mirror, you recognize who you are today. Then you ask yourself, who do I want to be? And you figure that out. And you've changed your mindset to a growth mindset. All that's left to do is actually executing and making things happen. Now there's no more excuses. You know exactly who you want to be. You've changed your mindset. It's time to make things happen. So if that's becoming a personal trainer for you, it's time to hit the gym. That's becoming a scholar. That's becoming a valedictorian. It's time to study. It's time to hit those books. If that's becoming highly intelligent, outspoken, it's time to read. It's time to watch videos on YouTube and expand your perspective, right? If that's become an influencer, it's time to record those videos. It's time to start that podcast. That's becoming a multimillionaire. It's time to save that money and invest that money, right? It's time to start that business that you've been thinking about, right? Now it's execution. Now you got to get to work and grind, right? You know who you want to be because you've asked yourself that question. You know, one day I'm going to become a lawyer. One day I'll be a multimillionaire. One day I'll become a philanthropist and open up my nonprofit organization. All right, we got it. We know who you want to be now. Now put in the work. Now it's time to record. Now it's time to read. Now it's time to save. Now it's time to invest. It's not time to play games no more. It's not time to be out here drinking and partying left and right all the time. It's time to see you at the gym, putting in that work, lifting those weights. It's time to see you on the track, running those miles. It's time for you to put in that work to become who you said you want to become. If you like this video, please leave a comment. I respond to every single comment that you guys leave. Any questions you have, just drop them down in the comments, and see you guys on the next video. Peace.